Hi, Nanajit Komada. Happy Sunday. Hi, Blake. How are you today? How's your Sunday been so far? කොහොමද ළමයි ඔබලගේ Sunday දවස? මට නම් ඉතින් දැන් හවස 7:00යි. Sunday එකත් ඉවරයි. ඔයාලට කොහොමද? We are just getting ready to start our project today. So as I mentioned, today's project gonna be with leftovers. Leftover clay, leftover canes. How we gonna recycle them and reuse them? That's what I'm gonna show you today. Let's explore this leftover clay together. අපි එකතු වෙලා මේ leftover ඉතිරි වෙච්ච clay එකතු කරලා ලස්සන projects කරන්නේ කොහොමද කියලා අද මම කතා කරන්න යන්නේ අපි එකතු වෙලා කරලා බලමු. කොහොමද leftover clay වලින් අපි beautiful project එකක් කරන්නේ කියලා. I'm just wearing my gloves, putting my gloves on. Then we are ready to go. So, shall we all get down to the chat, guys, and tell me who you are, which country you're joining from? පහට chat එක දෙන්න. ඇවිල්ලා කියන්න ඔයාලා කවුද කොහෙද එකතු වෙන්නේ කියලා. අපි project එක පටන් ගමු. Alrighty. And also, let's double tap the screen if you think Bella's gonna do good this time as well. Alrighty. Let's put baking pepper here. That's gonna be my work surface. Today I'm gonna start with this leftover clay thing. So they are scraps, like, make it pavichi karala deyak itiri vecha kale. So me obviously karana we never throw the leftovers, guys, because you can turn them into beautiful project. So as you can see some white color, blue, gold color, and some translucent. So I'm gonna show you how we're gonna turn this into a beautiful clay cane and use this to create some beads, jewelry, or different projects like this. I'll show you this one. This one also, this tray we created with a leftover clay. It's pretty good, isn't it? Alrighty, first thing what I'm gonna do, get my clay. It's hard rock because it's kind of old one. And I need a blade. And if you have some gold dust pigments, you can use them as well. මේ වගේ dust එක තියෙනවා නම් ඔයාලට එකක් පාවිච්චි කරන්න පුළුවන්. මේක ඇත්තටම nail art වලට ගන්න එකක්. මම හදේ එකක්. So we'll see how we're going to put all these things together and create a beautiful clay cake. Let me find my spatula. Not that one. Sometimes it's hard to find things when you need them. Here we go. This is what I was looking for. And I need some gold papers as well. Alrighty, let's start the project. What I'm going to do is cut them into small pieces, not in a particular shape, just chop it like that. See, there's some beautiful designs inside, but what we're going to do, we're going to explore and see what we could actually do with this leftover stuff. We're going to chop this big chunk into small pieces As you are slicing them, you can see different colors like dark blue, light blue, white, gold color, and translucent was the background, which I'm a bit excited because when I'm doing projects with translucent, it comes turn out pretty well. See, they're all the leftovers. Chop, 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 chop into small pieces. Not a particular shape, just chop it. එක විදිහකට නෙමෙයි. ඔයාලට කැමති විදිහකට මේක chop කරගන්න. ඊට පස්සේ මම කියන්න අපි මෙයාට මොකද කරන්නේ කියලා. Okay. So let's do this part as well. You can actually use this as it is for a different project because it looks nice. See, that's so pretty. Chopper. Be careful when you're cutting or using your sharp blades. Don't cut your fingers. Tuck, 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 tuck. Alrighty. This one is super easy, guys. You can't get it wrong until you do it purposely. So, what you're going to do is get your leftover clay and chop it into small pieces like that. This is so that you can be creative at different stuff that you think gonna be good with your project. What I'm gonna do, we're gonna get a little messy here. So make sure you have a base layer. It's gonna get messy. ඔයාලා දැන් කරන්න යන project එක චුට්ටක් messy. ඒ නිසා මේ වගේ paper එකක් දාලා background එක ready කරගෙන ඉන්න. I think I'm gonna give them a little more chop to make sure we get the tiny slices. පුංචි කෑලි වලට chop කරගන්න. Alrighty. What we're going to do next, guys, අපි ළඟට කරන්න යන්නේ, since it's got some blue, making nail party thing is I'm going to add some blue dust. We don't need much. Just use a spatula. Then sprinkle it on your clay. It's like a magical dust. I think that's gonna be enough. I did nearly 3 to 4 tiny scoops. That's actually my tissue paper. I'm going to do next is use my white color liquid polymer clay. If you don't have a liquid polymer clay, you can simply use some white color paint. Whatever it is, it works. I don't need much, just little. So that's my liquid clay. I'll give you a closer look. Hi Ganesh, how are we today? So this is the closer look of our project. So we chop our clay and add some dust. And then I added the white color liquid polymer clay. If you don't have liquid polymer clay, you can use white color paint. So what I'm going to do next is combine them all. This is what I mentioned is going to be a little bit messy. Give you a little closer look. This little shine there. And next, what I'm going to do, I'm going to add some gold foil. Not too much, just one paper, I think. Yep. It's sticky, it's messy, but that's super fun. Here we go. අද මේ කරන්නේ අපේ ඉතිරිච්ච polymer clay අරගෙන අපි ඒක කොහොමද ලස්සන clay project එකකට convert කරන්නේ කියන එකයි කියලා දෙන්න යන්නේ. They are from leftover clay that you can't use for anything else, but we are turning into a beautiful project. So it's just like cooking, but I'll give you a closer look. Here I have a leftover clay and I added this dust, and then I added white color liquid polymer clay. If you don't have a liquid polymer clay, that's okay guys. You can simply add some white color paint. After that I add some gold leaf, gold color foil, and we're gonna combine them all. Just do it gently. Don't overwork on it. Hi Dinah, how are we today? So these are my leftover clay, something like that, and we're turning into a beautiful clay game that you can simply use for your projects. You can make an earring, jewelry, or else beads. So simply I'm showing how we're gonna turn the leftover clay into a beautiful project. So what we're gonna do next is use your fingers, flat the sides, surfaces, and we turn this into a cane, square cane. Hi Savishka, කොහොමද සුපනාය? Is it Diana? Which country is joining from, Diana? So now I'm gonna flatten the sides. It's a little bit sticky because we added some liquid clay. It's sparkly, sticky. Yes, wonderful. So I have a friends joining from States and different states as well. California, Texas, Texas, Florida. Yeah. And I'm here in Sydney, Australia. It must be the morning for you, isn't it? So here we go. Now it's time for us to see what's inside. Alright, I'm going to give this a little cut. Do you want to see how it's turned out? Isn't that beautiful, guys? You can see some shine there. Not sure whether it's visible for you, but I could see from this end. It's 3:58, almost 4 o'clock, yeah. Must be Sunday morning, is that right? For me, I think it's close to 8 p.m. It's 8 p.m., yeah, on Sunday. So we're gonna slice this game. මේක මේ විදිහට කොටස් වලට කපා ගන්න see? Is this one? It's beautiful, beautiful designs. Now I'm gonna show you what we're gonna do with this one. If you are watching me from the beginning, ගුලිමත් එක්ක මුල ඉඳන් හිටියනම් ඔයාලා දැක්කා අපි මේ වගේ clay ගුලියක් ආගේ දාන්න තියෙන කොහොමද මේ විදිහට convert කරගත්තේ කියලා. So if you were there with me from the beginning, you know how I converted the leftover clay piece into a beautiful cane like that. I usually do shake my hand sticky. Let me see whether I can show you. I do key rings like that. So this technique we used the centangle technique for this one. So I create beads to make key rings like that, or else I'll do pendants as well as do jewelry. Let me show you. To be checked. Earrings like that. So that's the projects that we are doing with this kind of clay. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to show you how we're going to convert this into a beautiful project. So the first piece, I'm going to turn this into a pendant. Thank you so much, Jen. And I'll use a baking paper to put it on top of it just to make sure that's not going to stick on my rolling pin. So I'll give it a little roll. So we're flattening it. If you like, you can run this through the pasta machine, but make sure that won't distort your design. So I'm not sure that you can see the sparks, sparkling, like, there you go. There's some golds, shines. You can choose the way that you want your pendant. I'm gonna use off. Have a good night, morning, everyone. Thanks for joining with us today. Make sure you click on the bell icon if you are new to my channel below, so you can see the project like this. So what we're going to do next is make a love heart pendant using this one. So twist that through. And I'm going to use a rolling pin. Put it there. Give it a little roll to make sure that's cut through. Have a needle tool, just use a needle tool to take that bit off and keep that hole clear. And if you don't have a needle tool, that's okay, you can use a toothpick. And I'm using the same thing, same tool to clean around the pendant. And you can use a paper towel or a wet cloth just to wipe around it. Make sure there's no clay inside this. It's also around. Look at that beautiful pendant, guys. Lasanare dekha. See? So you create this, actually we create this together using the leftover clay which we were about to throw out. So this can bake in 130 preheat oven for 30 minutes. Since it's metal, there's no harm. So that's one way that we could reuse this clay again to do something meaningful and beautiful. Okay, now what we're going to do is, I'll put that one away for now. I'm going to show you, I still keep this one. Don't throw them, you can use them as a filler or else you can use for your future projects. So what I'm going to do, just to match with that here, I'm going to do some couple of pair of earrings. Sticky. So chain the background. Also going to change my gloves. It's because it's so sticky. So usually I wear 2 pairs of gloves, so you can simply take one off once you finish the messy part. And what we're going to do next is use white as a background color. I'm going to put this, run this through the pasta machine to get a thinner setting. Better, and cut the edges. So after that, what I'm going to do, I'm going to pick and choose which designs I'm going to use for this project. Trying to get the matching pieces, so in that way we can get the matching pair of earrings. And these two goes together. Hi Akash, komada. Godak kalakineda Akashaya. I can't choose one because they all looks good. මෙගිතිස්ට මොනාද වෙන්නේ මේ දාසල ආකාශය. So I'll just use my fingers to flatten it a little bit. මේක මෙහෙම මගේ ඇඟිලි use කරලා චුට්ටික් flat කරගන්නවා. Which should I put this way? And put it on my background. And forgot which one I used. Oh, come on, Bella. I totally forgot which one I used. Use this one again. So we're gonna flatten that one too. Gonna put next to each other. Cut off the excess clay. And what we're gonna do next is use my rolling pin and flatten it. But I'll put the baking paper on top of that. It's mainly because my rolling pin is like a sticky. मैं कुडिन दाना एक टिका में है तो माके rolling pin एक छोटे का sticky एक निशा baking paper कुडिन तेरा ना give it a little roll guys. Make sure it's in the same thickness. Give it a proper roll. I run this through the pasta machine just to make sure they all in the same width. That I do the thicker setting. If you do the thinner setting than this one, it's more likely like in a stretch blend. It can be easily distorted the design. So be careful if you're going to run this through the pasta machine. So it's stretched a little bit, but I'll be okay with that. As you can see, there's a little gold shine there. That's pretty. What I'm going to do next is I'm using my heart-shaped cutter. Make sure it's clean. Gonna pick and choose where I'm gonna give it a cut. Maybe here. I want all colors there. Okay, let's do it here. So I'm gonna find a matching piece. Maybe here. Or there. Okay, let's go here. දකින්න කනිෂා මට මෙසේජ් එක හරියට පේන්නේ නැහැ විනාඩියකින් බලන්න. But it says project එක ආසාවෙන් clay එකේ shine එක ගන්න මොනවා හරි apply කරනවද නැත්නම් clay එකේ shine එක තියනවද බැලුවා. shine එක කියේ අයියා මේ මෙතන clay එකේ shine එක නේද translucent එක naturally shine. So this is our translucent clay. So it's naturally shine. So if you use the translucent, for my leftover clay here, it's got lots of translucent. That's why it shine. And again, once you bake it, it's slightly transparent එක. මේ translucent එක naturally shine එක තියෙන එකක්. clay එක මම ඔයාලට pack එක පෙන්නන්නම්. So that's the translucent one. It naturally has that shine. So I'm gonna use that one. Let me pierce it. As well, what I'm actually gonna do, I think thickness of these earrings is not that much. So I'm gonna put on another white background. I hope this is gonna work. It's not gonna damage my heart shape. We'll see. Put this way to save my clay. And I hope this gonna be yeah. So here now we have a thicker one. Once your items are a little bit thick, it's hold the shape. If it's too thin, it's tend to bend. හරි අයවා මේවා කරනවා නම් Amazon එකෙන් ගන්න පුළුවන්. ලංකාවට Amazon එන්නේ නැත්නම් ඩරස් එකේ බලන්න මම අරගෙන නැහැ. මම අහලා තියෙන ඩරස් එකෙත් මේ වගේවත් තියෙනවා කියලා. Alrighty. That's the second piece. So this one. And what I'm gonna do next is I'm gonna pierce this. Make a hela kadagan no. නැත්තම් එල්ලන්න බෑනේ. Here we go. Do the same here. Pierce this. Alrighty. So I'm gonna quickly show you how those two beautiful pieces gonna turn out earrings. Show you soon. I mean tomorrow maybe, because I can't put the findings until it's baked. And this is gonna be its pendant. So these ones we put like gold color findings or findings at the top. එතකොට මේකත් එක්ක දෙක match වෙනවා. හරිද? So this project we created from the leftover clay like that. So if you missed seeing me doing it, you can go back and watch the video. Or else I'd see whether I can bring a long video for you to follow. Alrighty, let's move to the next. Wonderful. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to use this one. Do a few more with that, but I'm not going to show you now because we had enough. So let's move to the next project. This is one way that you can recycle your clay. And I'm going to show you another way how we're going to recycle our clay. So for this one, I'm using this clay cane, which is a blend of white, purple, magenta, and yeah, blue. So let's see how we're gonna use this one. So first thing is, it's also like, the leftovers combined with different things. Let's give it a little cut and see what it looks like inside. Then we can think what we could do. It's like more stripes. I'm gonna slice it this way as well and see what we could do. Okay. That's how it looks like this way, and this is how it looks like that way. I think if we use this one, we can turn this into a marble effect. Let's see, let's do a marble effect. What I'm going to do, I'm going to save this one and use these two and try to get the marble effect. So what I'm going to do, press this and oh, it's become a love heart. I didn't do it intentionally, but it's happened. Gonna create a square first, square cane. Then I'm gonna turn this into a round cane. Simply press the edges, memang edges press කරලා ඔයාලට පුළුවන් square cane එකක් round cane එකක් විදිහට use කරන්න. So අපි මේ leftover clay ටික එකතු කරලා දැන් හදන්න යන project එක marble effect එකක් ගන්න යන්නේ. අපි බලමු කොහොමද ඒක කරන්න කියලා. Actually, I think this is going to be really good for Mokume Gane as well. Shall we do a Mokume Gane? Change my mind. Let's do Mokume Gane. If you don't know what a Mokume Gane is, I'm going to show you now. Sorry. What I'm going to do actually is my square tile and flatten it. If you don't have a thing like that, you can use a tile. If not, simply use your hands like that. So what I'm going to do next is give this a little slide. I'm going to cut into 3 slices. And between, I'm going to add some blue color. Same size. Gonna add that piece here. And this is gonna be there. Then I'm gonna add some white. On the other end. I hope this is gonna work. If not, we can pivot that. That's okay. As I always say, brave enough to try different things and experiment. That's how the unique design is born. So what we have done is use this leftover clay, turn it into a square, and add a blue color layer and a white color layer in between the clay. This is so tiny. Alright, and now we're going to press it into a square again. If you like, you can add some dust or gold foil. I want to go plain. So I just simply go like that. I use my tile to flatten it. Mokume Gane is a Japanese technique, guys, which they are using on a metalwork, but it has been adopted and commonly used with polymer clay as well. So what I have done, if I repeat to you, is my leftover clay, and I made a square using that leftover and slice into 3. In between slices I add white and a blue color to match with the same clay. So what we're going to do next is use our cutters, rollers, whatever you have. If you don't have anything, use a blade or a tool like this, and we're just going to make some patterns. I'm going to make some holes randomly. මේකට දසවර දෙන්න යන්නේ නම් Mokume Gane කියන technique එක use කරන්න. I just simply use this tool only. And we'll show you how we're going to get different color things here. What else we could do with that one? Use the circles. Alright, if you're happy with what you have done to your clay, simply press them all together, combine, and recreate the square shape. අර දෙන්න පුරන් දැක්සවත ටික තියලා ඉවර නම් ඔයාලා කියන සැටිස් නම් ඊට පස්සේ ආපහු මෙම ප්‍රෙස් කරලා ස්ක්වයර් කේන් එක ස්ක්වයර් ෂේප් එකක් හදාගන්න පුළුවන්. හරිද? If you think you want to give it a little bit more, what I'm going to do, I'm going to use this one. Just touch it with the කරදර කරනවා. So I'll give it another little bit of shapes. Don't overwork with that, guys. If you overwork with that, the color is going to be bland. Might not going to look good. So we're going to combine them all together now. Use your fingers and flatten it. I'm going to use my square tile to make sure the surface is flattened. So this clay is now soft, but I'm going to give it a go. If your clay is too soft, guys, hi Sashira, happy new year. So guys, if you haven't seen you before, if I forget to wish you happy new year, guys, that you have done lots of streams for this year. Alright, and now what we're gonna do, we're gonna kind of peel this one out. When you're peeling, if your clay is too soft, this side gonna be salted. So what you can do is you can put this in the freezer for a few minutes and do this. I'm gonna give it a go and see whether it's hot enough for us to peel. If not, I'll put this in the freezer. It seems like it's too soft, guys, but that's okay. So we start peeling this. So that's your Mokume Gane design on your clay. I'll peel the first layer off and show you. How that's turned out. It gives you the marble effect. That's Mokume Gane, which gives you random and beautiful designs. I actually show you a keyring that I have done with the Mokume Gane. Let me see if I have it here. This one is from a Mokume Gane technique. So these beads we created from Mokume Gane. මම ලස්සන ආට් එකක් හදලා තිබ්බා. ඒ මොකද? ආර්ගල් ගෙඩිද? ඒක සජරු එතන තිබ්බ ගල් වල ඩිසයින්ස් තිබුණා. මම හෙට කරන ප්‍රොජෙක්ට් එකට අනේකට සම්බන්ධ දෙයක් කරන්න. මට ඩිසයින්ස් වලට හරි ආසයි. එතන නැචරලි ඒ ගල් වල ඩිසයින් එක තිබ්බා. Alright, we're gonna slice this one, peel it and explore the designs. So beautiful. So this technique we call Mokume Gane. If you think you need a little bit more shades, you can kind of like, read. Oh goodness, it's cut through. Shouldn't be like that. Stay there, little one. You could simply just redo the designs. And press them together. It's really good if you add darker colors in between, like this one. See, I add like black there, and it just gives a different kind of effect. It's pretty cool. And as you can see, I have added some gold dust as well. But this one, let's go plain colors. So this is our second project that I'm showing you. How we're gonna use leftover clay and recreate different designs with that. So we are creating a Mokume Gane with the leftover clay. And after I peel few, I'll show you what I could do with this one. This time, let's create some beads. Beautiful designs. You can use any size. Make sure your blade is sharp and also clean, otherwise that won't cut through. Every time when you cut through, it comes a different designs, which is pretty cool. See, we created this beautiful design using the leftover chunk like that. කනිෂාට පේනවා නේද මේ clay එක දැන් shine එක නැහැ. ඒකට හේතුව මේක translucent එක නැති නිසා ඇච්චර. I'm gonna keep peeling a few more slices. Watch your fingers when you're cutting through and make sure your blade is clean and sharp. You can see lots of white coming through. without a kakakara. It's like a butterfly. Make a peel karana. So let's do a few more, guys. Then I'll show you how we're going to turn these slices into beautiful beads. Wow, that looks like... Oh goodness, dropped it. See? So when you come to the kind of the end of the slice, what you could simply do is fold this one and remake that. You don't have to do the designs again because it's already there. If you like, you can do it, but I'm just slicing that through like that. Alrighty people, if you just joined, you might wondering what Bella's doing. What we have done here is use this kind of a leftover clay, which was about to throw out but turn into a beautiful Mokume Gane clay patch. And we are in the middle of slicing them, and we're going to convert them into beautiful beads. Alrighty, I think I got enough clay here. And what I'm going to do first is use this as a filler. Just get a little bit of clay like that and make our little bowl. After that, you can pick and choose which clay patch you're going to use, which design you like. I'm going to use this one up. Mokume Gane, clay tela, equator, Polymer wrap around that clay ball gently, the way that you need your designs up. So from this side, I'll use another clay patch to put on top of it. Which one? I want something white. Maybe I'll use some part of this one. And cut it here. Then cut through. Okay. And gently roll it. Roll and make a ball. So with this Mokume Gane design, we can get a beautiful marble effect on your clay. And this is what it looks like. It's beautiful, huh? Do it one more time. Roll a little bit more. That's our first bead. So to create a key ring, I need at least 5 beads. See, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Sorry, I need 5 of them. If if you like to mix and match the colors, you can do it as well. So let's do it again. Get your filler. I'm using the same like the leftover clay to make the filler ball. Shall we all double tap the screen, guys? And again, if you're new to my channel, Bella, would like to stay connected with me for future projects, click on the bell icon. I ripped this one, so I might use this one. That's beautiful. So then we're going to wrap it around our clay ball. Do it gently. And I need a little bit to cover this area. I'm going to use this bit. Give it a cut and simply roll it less than ever. Thank you so much. Gonna give it a roll. So this is our second project, saving our leftover clay. Rather throwing them out, we are turning them into a beautiful piece of creation. So the previous one, with the previous project, we created the pendant and 2 earrings. For this one, we are creating some beautiful beads. So this way you can save your leftover clay, guys, rather throwing them out. So let's make a couple of more beads and let's move to the next project after. Since we have a little white in that, so I'm using this big one and wrap that clay ball with your piece of design. You can do the way that you like your designs to be. Do it gently. If it's too much and if you don't know how to wrap that properly, just give it a little cut and cover it. Very easy. Cutting off the extras. Here we go. මේව අර අපි කලින් හදාගත්ත බීට් එක වටේට ඔතන්න and give it a little roll. Hello Cicely. Oh no, it's Cicely. Is that right? Is that the way you pronounce your name? Welcome. Today we are recycling our leftover clay, rather throw them out and convert them into a beautiful piece of craft. At the moment we are creating some beads using leftover clay. So to get this design we use the Mokume Gane technique, which is the Japanese technique. Usually they are using them for metal work. Alright, let's create one more bead, then we'll move to the next project, our third project for the day. So I'm just simply showing you what you can do with your leftover clay. Rather, chuck them out. I mean, not only the leftover clay, I would put it like the way scraps means you can't use them any longer for the same project, so you can recycle them like I do here and create something beautiful. So we need a tiny bit to cover this part, and I need something white. So what I'm gonna do, cut it here. actually use my circle shape cutter and put it here, doing the patchwork. Here we go, and we give it a little roll and make a ball. Alrighty, that's our fourth bead, and I'll continue doing this, but I'm gonna stop here and we're gonna move to the next project so I can show you a few more before finish our streaming today. To match with this color, I need to do one plain color blue bead, so that goes there. Usually when I'm doing my beads, things just mix and match. So that's the way I do. I usually use the same designs, but at least trying to put one design in between just to get the contrast, and it looks beautiful in that way. So for these beads I'm using the blue color. Just do the plain blue. White looks good as well. Give it a proper roll. I can see one of my nail prints there. Alrighty, that's a blue color one. Okay guys, that's gonna be another keyring. And if you're in Australia, if you want to order keyring like that, you can simply send me an email. At the moment, I'm doing the delivery to Australia only. Alright, let's go to the next project. Let me turn the clock. And I'm going to put these things away. So usually I use this tool to pierce it, but I'll do it once it rests a little while, otherwise this can be this sort if it's too soft. So I'm going to put these little guys away and make room for our next project. How beautiful they are. They're like gummies. Shall we all double tap the screen, guys? Actually, before we move to the next project, I'll show you our pendants that we created using the other leftover clay patch. It's great, huh? And this is the second project, and we're going to move to the third project. Alrighty, for the third project, I'm going to go with darker color clay, which was leftover as well. So this is leftover from my previous project. If we have time, let's do one with this one. It's also a leftover. I mean, it's scraps. Let's explore this one first to see what we can do with this. So it seems like it's already cut through, but I'm gonna give it another slice here to see the design this way. Ooh, that's very funky. It's a pretty funky design here. So if I'm gonna do anything with that, I think we could do some twist and do some line designs. What do you think, guys? Let's cut this one this way. Alright, if you slice that way, that's the design. If you slice this way, that was the design. So what I'm gonna do some line designs. So I'll use this one. Save this one for later. You can do multiple projects with your clay. Seems like this cut through as well. Yeah. can leave it like that. So let's start creating a cane square shape, so it's easy for us to work with that. So for this project, guys, I'm going to do kind of a stripe designs, and I'll show you how we're going to get that stripe designs using this leftover clay cane. Alrighty, once you turn into a square cane, I'll push the edges, kind of turn into a round cane. Okay, so we give it a little roll. Stretch, and I'm gonna twist this little guy. Don't overwork on it, guys, because it's black. If it's blend, this will turn into the grey color, which is pretty much and not usable. So let's do it little by little. As you can see, the stripe starts getting together, which is cool. So our project starts working, but let's do it gently. So we need to know which way the stripes come through. I think it's this way. Alrighty. So now I'm turning to square cane again. Once you finish your twisting and rolling, see, you can see the lines coming together. So to just show you, this was the cane that we started with, this one, and we pretty much turned into the line, got the stripes, funky stripes clay cane. I haven't done much. What I have done was convert this into a square and then press the sides and roll it and convert into the round shape and twist it, then convert into the square cane again. Only 3 steps, pretty easy steps. So I'm going to use my tile to flatten it. I hope this stripe's gonna be there even in the middle. We'll see. Only way how we could see is we can cut this through and see how it looks like. It's pretty cool, isn't it? So let's slice this. This is our third project, guys. Shall we all double tap the screen if you are enjoying what I'm doing here? As you can see, the clay getting soft. So it starts dissolving. It's pretty cool, isn't it? But the clay is so soft, it starts dissolving. I don't want to ruin this one. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to put this through. I'm going to put this in the fridge for a couple of minutes before I slice that through. So don't go anywhere, guys. Stay there for me. I'll be back soon. Alright, I'm back. So until that harden a little bit, I'm going to show you how we're going to use this one and create something beautiful with that. So earrings, and probably I'll be using the black color as a background. So let's get our black clay. I think I don't have anything left. Oh wow, let's double check. I do have some black. What I'm gonna do, let's use the black and create the background clay patch. And I think by that time, other clay patch also ready. Let's give it a little cut. It's a little bit hard. That's gonna be enough. And I'm gonna add a little bit of translucent as well. And we're gonna condition this one. You can use your hands to poke it, roll it, and condition. Or else you can simply use your cutting tool, blade, to chop this into small pieces. And combine them all together and blend it. Or else you can simply run this through the pasta machine, which is quick and easy. That's what I'm going to do now to condition your clay. In that way, you can quick and easily condition your clay. So since we add some translucent, it has to blend properly, mix properly. Otherwise, your clay is gonna crack during the process of creating your thing, or else during the process of baking. So make sure you condition your clay well before you start your project. Alrighty, let's do a few more rows. One more time. And your clay patch is ready. But guys, I'll show you one thing. As you can see, there are some air bubbles. So don't ignore these air bubbles. If you work with the air bubbles, there are going to be gaps between your clay creation. Also, it's tend to crack once the air bubbles pop out during the baking. So simply use your blade, tissue blade, and cut that air bubble. And you can take that bad guy off. And now, roll this through the pasta machine again. Nice. See? Ready to use. Alrighty. I'll go grab my clay game and we'll do the project. So this one, it's too soft to work with. So what I have done is an tip for you guys. If your clay is too soft to work with, put it in the fridge. It's normal refrigerator, 20 to 30 minutes. If it's a freezer, 5 to 15 minutes. So I have put mine in the freezer, so I'll quickly go and grab it. Alright, I'm back. So this one is hard, not hard enough, but it's better than this one. So we can slice it and see the designs. So simply get your blade and slice it. They're all stripe patterns. I don't need much, I just need a few slices. For this time we're going to make earrings. If you like your stripes to be a little more thin, you can stretch it or give it another twist. I'll work with these 2 pieces, 3 pieces at the moment. Okay. So what we're going to do next is, guys, if you just joined, you might wonder what we are doing. I use my leftover clay cane. This was a leftover clay cane. And we kind of stretch, twist and create this design. And we're going to use that to create a beautiful piece of earring. So I'm going to layer them like this. You can match the designs when you're layering it. I think I need only 2 for now. And I'll use this like leather kind of effect rolling pin and give it a little roll. Do it gently. No rush. It's more like it's blended with the black clay now. And I'm going to run this through the pasta machine. This is how it looks like. I'm going to run this through the pasta machine just to make sure it has a flattened surface. So I did with the same setting, so it's not stretchy or nothing. It's beautifully blended with the black background. And I'm going to another roll because the design wasn't there. Okay. Now for this one, I need to decide which pattern that we're going to use, which block that we're going to use to cut it. I like the round shape. So I'll go with the round shape. So this one, when I'm doing, I'm trying to get a little bit of black as well. While it's there, I'm gonna pierce this, make a hole so I can attach my findings. Do the same here. So if you are interested, you can make another 2 on this side. Let's make another 2 round the same way, black and the patterns. Oh, came out. Put that back. Just until I do the piecing. Let's make holes. So you can create something here as well. What I'm gonna do, I'm gonna use my small cutter. So we're gonna do mix and match, kind of the two small ones are for studs. I'll do one with that and I'll do another one with just the plain black. Oh, come on, go back. That's piece is little stubborn, it's getting stuck on my hand. Alrighty, let's piece this one too. This way. This one here. Oh, are you all stuck here? Go back. There we go. That's a one pair. It's gonna be the other pair. And these two little guys. Can go up there. Like that. How cool is it? Hi, Itaya Komeda. Also, Bahish, is that? Welcome. So, if you just join, guys, you think, what is this? What we do here? We use our leftover clay and turn them into a beautiful piece of earrings. So this is our third project today. As I always say, don't throw your clay, any leftovers, don't throw them away. Save it, because just using your creativity, you can turn them into a beautiful piece of art. Hi, Baniaka Komeda. ඉතින් මේ වගේ ඔයාලගේ ඉතිරි වෙන clay විසි කරන්න එපා. මේ වගේ කෑලි ඒවා එකතු කරලා ඔයාලට පුළුවන් ඒවා reuse වෙන්න, recycle කරලා ලස්සන තව අලුත් project එකක් හදන්න. එතෙන්ට ඕන කරන්නේ ඕගොල්ලන්ගේ creativity එක විතරයි. ඉතින් එහෙම creativity එකක් නැහැ කියලා හිතන අයට මම මේ පෙන්නන විදිහට කරලා ඒ වගේ දෙයක් හදා ගන්න පුළුවන්. So guys, like, don't throw your clay away, any leftovers, anything that unusable you think is not usable, you can turn them into a beautiful piece of art. So this is going to be another project I'll keep doing, but I'll show you one more for today. So far we have done 3 projects. I'll show them all to you, so I'll keep doing this one offline just to save your time, but I'll show you other 2 projects that we just did. So using this leftover clay cane, we created beautiful pendant and 2 pair of earrings. That's our first project. We turned this, yes, that was a leftover clay. We created this design and turned them into beautiful piece of earrings and pendant. That's the project number 1. And the project number 2, this bad guy. Maybe si karana tibba eka aragena. Ekin අපි කරා ලස්සන beads ටිකක්. So we created beautiful beads using this one. I'm going to turn them into beautiful key rings. That's our project number 2. So that's our project number 2. We turned this bad guy into beautiful beads. And I'm going to make a beautiful key ring like this one. So that's the project number 2. And this is the project number 3. This one to continue working on them. I have a ලස්සනයි pendant එක බැලුවාට design එක colourful ලස්සනයි. Thank you so much, Daniaka. So all these things goes in 130 preheat oven for 30 minutes, guys. Let's move to our last project of the day and redo another piece of bad guy. Bad guys means just like, the scraps. You can't basically use them for anything. Alrighty, I'm gonna use this bad guy. මේක පාවිච්චි කරන්න යන්නේ මේක මුකුත් නැති පාටක් තියෙන්නේ. ඒක කැතම කැත ගුලියක් වගේ but see we can කැලා. We're gonna recycle this and create something meaningful. To do that, I need to explore my cane. කරන්න කලින් මම clay එක explore කරන්න ඕන. මොකද කරන්න පුළුවන් කියලා බලන්න. Okay. Gonna give it a little slice here. Wow, it's a beautiful pattern. See, even though it's a scrap, it's a beautiful pattern itself. What I'm gonna do, I'm gonna slice this through. Make a couple. Wow. මේ ඩිසයින් එක ඇත්තටම ඇතුලේ තියෙන ඩිසයින් එක ලස්සනයි. Hi, Champaka, කොහොමද? ගොඩක් දවසකින් නේද? Alrighty, so I'm gonna slice this one too. When you are using your blade, be careful, guys. Don't cut your fingers like Bella. So, I'm just thinking how I'm gonna reuse them. Alright, it's got some magenta. I think I have some leftovers as well. We'll see which colors goes with that. I'm checking my leftovers. This is too dark. This color goes well. Maybe I can use them both. But I have only that much on that color. This is other leftover. Same, isn't it? It's not blending up. I'm going to use this color to recreate a different design. Also, I have some magenta, the right color. Let's see which one goes better. Both looks good. Let's use both of them. Why not, isn't it? So I'm going to mix this one first. Run this through the pasta machine. ලස්සනයිද? චම්පක්කෝට පෙන්වන්න බැරි වුණානේ. මේක අපි මේ ඩිසයින් එක ළඟදීම අප්ලෝඩ් කරමු. මේක සෙන්ටර් ඇන්ගල් ඩිසයින් එකක් යූස් කරලා හදපු කීරින් එක. මේක එකක් ඕඩර් කරා, දෙකක් ඕඩර් කරා, එකක් දුන්නා. මේ අනිත් එක ඉතිරි වෙච්ච එක. ලස්සනයි නේද? Alright, I'm gonna blend this one and kind of mix it. So you can use it as a background. Wash the clock until I condition my clay, guys. Alrighty. Nice. Let's do this one too. Mix it because it doesn't mix properly. If you don't have a pasta machine to roll it, guys, use your rolling pin. Okay, I think that's ready too. start with this one. What I'm gonna do, gonna give it a straight cut. Okay, and this one also, I'm gonna give it a little cut. So I'm gonna mix and match both colors. We'll see how successful gonna be that project. Flatten it until it's come to the same. And I'll take my leather effect. Give it a slight roll here to make sure those pieces combine well. I hope you can see what I'm doing. If not, let me know, guys. Okay. දැන් කල්පනා කරන්නේ මම ඒකට මොකද use කරන cut එකක් යා. What about this flower one? Do you think it's gonna look good or not? Yes, no, yes, no. Once I cut, it's cut. I can't turn it back. No, I'm not gonna use this. And then negative and again and Hari Champaka. Thank you so much, Avatoya. Just see which one better. I think this one looks good. Let's do that one. That's gonna be the front, the top. Yes, my gonna piece it as well. Didn't cut through. Okay, need to clean this one. Which way I cut? Forgot. This way, isn't it? Yeah. So we do the same here. In pieces. Continue the row because I'm gonna do the studs here using that color. Which size that gonna be the best? I think the silver colors goes well as well. Let's do both. Nothing got it loose. Oh. Okay. Gonna pierce this one. this one too. Gonna take this off and see how our beautiful designs looks like. As it's on. Uh-oh. Let me show you. It's turned out, and this also goes in 130 preheat oven for 30 minutes baking. How beautiful it is, guys. So we were turning this kind of unusable clay cane to the beautiful piece of earrings like that. It's pretty, huh? And you can create beautiful beads as well. I want to give it a try and see how it's going to turn out. Before that, there's a tiny piece of black here. I'm going to gently remove it. Here we go. Done. Alrighty, that's one project. Using that leftover, I'm gonna save this one for later. And we're gonna reuse this clay to create some beads. So let's flatten it a little bit. Get the designs. This one as well. Alrighty, maybe these two too. So what we're going to do next is create some beads using these leftovers. So I don't have fillers, so I'm going to use this one as fillers. Another clay that we could do in another day. So I simply use that as a filler. And I'm going to use my cutters to get some circle designs. Cut half circles as well because we might need them. Flatten it a little bit and just use that to color. Do the same. The other one, if you want to mix and match the design, you can simply do that. Use a little gap here. So I'm going to use these two guys to fill that. And another one on this end. And give it a little roll. Do it gently. Don't overpress it, otherwise the color is gonna blend. And especially when you're working with black, be gentle, otherwise all gonna turn into grey. See the beautiful design here, guys? So we use that leftover thing to turn that into a beautiful bead. So you can create 4 more beads. I'll do one more. Use this as a filler. our designs. About this side, yep. Try to use as much as you could. Alrighty. So this one, simply press your design and lay it on the way that you like it. You can mix and match the pattern. You have a small gap here. You can simply use the other two pieces to cover it. This one, stretch it a little bit. Put that here. Here we go. Now I'm going to give it a little roll. Here we go. That's our second bit. It's beautiful, isn't it? Let's stripe designs on it. So as that way you can create the beads as you want. And that's our fourth project for the day. So I hope you enjoyed what you're doing here, guys. Let me show you my other two projects. So if you missed seeing what we are doing here, you can simply go back and rewatch my videos. That was our first project using the leftover clay cane. We create a beautiful pendant, and these two gonna be its matching earrings. That's our project 1, and I'll show you that this was our scrap clay, and we turned that into a beautiful piece of design like that, and we turned that into the pendant and pair of earrings. And our second project is this, which we use this leftover clay cane and create a Mokume Gane design on it. If you were missed, you see doing that. That was the Mokume Gane design that we created out of that leftover clay cane. And we created these beautiful beads to turn it into a key ring. And let me show our third project. Where is it? Can't find it. Oh, here we go. So we use this leftover clay cane for our third project, and we turn them into the beautiful piece of earrings like that. That's our third project, and this is our fourth project. So we use this leftover clay cane. I don't have anything to show you, and we created this design and turned that into the piece of earrings and some beads. So this is our 4 projects today, guys. Simply we use the unusable scrap clay like that, different things, and turn them into the beautiful 4 different projects. So if you enjoyed it, don't forget to double tap the screen and appreciate the video. Also, if you're new to my channel Bella and would like to see more projects like that, don't forget to click on the bell icon. So it's time for me to go today. I'll see you tomorrow with a different project. Stay happy, stay safe. It's me, Bella. See you later, alligators.